You know, they say that everybody has a tragedy in their past that shapes them, a traumatic event that helps form you into the person you are today. I know that's true because for me, it was the dingo incident. You see, there was once a time when I was but a little kangarooling. This happened several years ago when I was around 7 or 8. Now that's in kangaroo years, so by human count I would be about 1 year old when this occurred. And I was sitting in my little cave in the middle of the desert. I already lived alone then because kangaroos are terrible parents, so they abandoned me when I was 2 months old. And here I was, sitting in my cave, waiting for something interesting to happen, when all of a sudden a dingo came marching in, with his tail between his legs. And he looked at me with his big puppy dog eyes and gave this little whimper, like, "Wee-oo!" And my heart just melted. I looked at that scrawny little thing, his fur all mangy, his bones showing through his skin, and I knew this guy was going to be my pet. So I named him Sparky, went to the store, bought him some kibble, and I carved him a little food bowl out of rock, and I put it in front of him, poured the kibble in, slid it over the floor to him, and then he looked at the kibble in the bowl, took a mouthful, chewed it, and he pounced on me like this without warning. And he growled and he opened his mouth this, and he took my right ear in his mouth and bit so hard that blood went flying everywhere. It was the most painful thing I'd ever experienced in my entire life. And I couldn't free myself because his jaw was so strong. And he was dragging me around the floor. I couldn't free myself. It was horrible. My ear was being bent and twisted, and then he just let go. He turned, marched out of the cave, and I never saw him again. He was my pet. He was my pet dingo. He was Sparky, and now he was gone. And my ear was never the same again. I went to see a doctor, and he sewed up the gaping holes, but the shape never quite returned. And that's why to this day, my right ear is a little bit floppy. And the moral of the story is, dingoes do not make good pets. Never adopt a dingo. You will come to regret it. So the next time you're walking around in the outback, if you happen to see a dingo, leave it the fuck alone.